Hi, welcome to this lab session. In this video, we'll cover 3 things to help you get oriented to the course. First, we'll give you an introduction to your first major assignment, the Discourse Community Analysis. Second, we're going to talk about how you're going to be blogging on WordPress this term. And finally, we want to check in about your WordPress site in terms of getting ready to go for this term. The Discourse Community Analysis is an assignment that you'll be working on throughout Unit 1 of the course. It's a report written in memo format, and as with your other major assignments, it will be completed in multiple drafts, with each stage providing peer and instructor feedback. You can see here how it will factor into your total grade. Now let's drill down a little further. You're probably wondering what we mean by a discourse community. We'll be getting into this more next week, but for now, all we mean by this is any group of people who share common goals and values, as well as a common way of communicating. For this assignment, you're going to choose any group of people working in the career you are training for at Fleming. This assignment will involve conducting an interview with someone from that community. You will also be using some material from our course reading. This assignment will be about 750 words in length. Your instructor will give you specifics about the drafting process and due dates. By the way, for more detailed instructions, make sure you read the handout for this assignment on D2L. Now, let's talk about blogging. Just as in COM 201, WordPress is an important part of how we'll work on our writing skills, but there are some important differences. This time around, you get to choose a topic. We're asking you to go back to what we mean by a discourse community and to choose a hobby, a personal interest, or a volunteer involvement that fits the definition. And make sure you choose something that you love, because for each blog post, we're going to ask you a different question about it. The other main difference from blogging in COM 201 is that we're asking you to write with a professional tone in mind, to think about a future employer being in your audience. You'll be writing 5 blog posts in total, and each one will be between 300 and 500 words in length. What should you choose to blog about? The choice is yours. All we're asking you to do is to think of something outside your program of study. For all of your blog posts, make sure you get exact due dates from your instructor. As for your first blog post, we want you to write about why you've chosen your topic, your involvement with the community you've chosen, and what makes it a discourse community. The questions for all of the blog posts, as well as more detailed instructions, are on the handout for WordPress blogs on D2L. Speaking of WordPress, you have a choice to either tune up your WordPress site for this course or to create a brand new one. First of all, everything we do in this course is intended to be suitable for a public and professional audience. So you may want to do some revision on your site and delete or archive material from the previous course. If you don't have a site or wish to start fresh, there are instructions on D2L. Plus, your instructor is always on hand to assist you. Coming up next week, we'll go into a lot more depth about discourse communities. start in on the discourse community analysis, and prepare to submit that first blog post. Thanks for listening in.